that needs new carpet, needs to be painted, roof is old, and the furnace is kind of shoddy? What's going on, everybody? Rob Taylor here, and it's time for another Team Taylor blog. Today we are talking about the question I get asked: can I sell my house as is? The simple answer is absolutely you can sell your house as is. However, there's always going to be a trade-off. So what does as is mean? As is means you want to sell the house and do no work, sell it just the way it is. So whoever buys it is going to be responsible to do anything that is needed to get that house up to the standard that they want. So that being the case, as long as you understand that, and as is also on the other side means not as much money as you possibly could get for the house. So a lot of times when I get this question, I'm getting asked to come look at the house, they want to sell it, and then they say, Rob, I don't want to do anything. So as long as if the house that you're giving them, you're okay with getting that lower price, it will work because they're going to do the things to get it up to what the full value is. However, we can't say, I want to get as much for my property as possible. I know it needs things. I don't want to do them, but I need to get $400,000. Well, $400,000, if that's the price that the house would be worth if everything was done, then why is someone going to pay you top dollar, full market value, and it still needs new carpets put in, needs to be painted, the roof is old, not leaking, but pretty close to it, and the furnace sometimes doesn't work the best? That makes sense to you? So as is, sure. Can we sell that house that needs new carpet, needs to be painted, roof is old, and the furnace is kind of shoddy? Can we sell it? Yes. But we cannot sell it for the full value. So if that is okay with you as a seller, then you absolutely, as is the way to go for you. You say, hey, I don't have it. I don't have $10,000 to put into the house. Because what I'm going to do when I come in, even if you tell me that, I'm going to say, okay, because we got to come up with the price. How do we get that price? Well, it's going to be based on this is what it's worth as is. If someone was to put in $10,000, this is what it would be worth. Also, if someone was to do everything that is needed, then it would be worth X. So how do we work backwards from that? So if everything is done and it's worth $400,000, if your house was in perfect shape, someone just flipped it, it's worth $400,000. Great. Now, but it needs $100,000 worth of work or $50,000 worth of work, right? Say it's 50. So now it needs if at 350, it would need 50,000 to be worth 400. However, if somebody puts in that, they're not just going to give you exactly that. They're going to need to make something because they got to do the effort and the work to put it in, use their money. So maybe if it needs $50,000 worth of work, that means that right now it's worth, let's call it 320, 330. See how that works backwards, right? So how much work does it need so we can work backwards to get to this as is price? If they're going to take the time, risk, and money to fix up said property, that as is price has to make sense for them. So that is your answer on how and can you sell a property for as is terms. Yes, you can, as long as you're comfortable with the trade-off. I like to have a conversation with anyone who's thinking about that. I do it all the time. And we will go through the 3 levels of this conversation. What as is really means, what if you put a little bit in, and what if you did it all? And that will determine what you can get for your property as is. Hope this helped. Enjoy the blog, and we will talk soon, I'm sure. Have a great day. you.